How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome back to another episode of Soul Eater. This show really picking up. It's so strange because Blackstar is probably at the same time my favorite and least favorite character in this show. Or at least, my second favorite and least favorite character. Out of the three Meister groups, I think my genuine least favorite one is Maka and Soul. I think my favorite is probably Death the Kid. We haven't seen much of him in like quite some time. And then Blackstar, I feel like comfortably sits right in the middle of them. He's not as funny or interesting as Death the Kid, but his plot lines are way more engaging than Soul's, and probably more engaging so far than Death's. But I feel like Death the Kid just hasn't had the opportunity to have plot lines better than Blackstar's yet. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't had enough screen time for me to really determine which of the trio are my favorite. All of that is to say that even though I do hate Blackstar's personality, I do love everything that happens around him. He's got the coolest weapon out of all the Meisters, he's got the best moments of growth so far, so I'm excited to get back into another batch of Blackstar episodes.
Ryoku, what happened? Is he okay?
This is the Star Clan's fault. Look what they've done to Ryoku.
Hey, did you guys all miss the part where he turned into a shadow demon and tore the village apart with the help of a doodle? Dude turned into Doodle Bob for like 30 minutes. None of you caught that? This is like the worst trope in all of media. I hate when somebody's going on a rampage and everyone's like, you gotta stop him! Mike's out of control! And then the hero swoops in and stops them and everyone's like, what the hell? Why'd you beat up Mike? Maybe Mike shouldn't have turned into a rampaging lunatic. Why is it the hero's responsibility to make sure he doesn't get hurt? That's like the plot of every Spider-Man story involving the Green Goblin, and it's always stupid.
Get out of our village, murderer!
Oh, they bonked him!
Tsubaki. Did you hear me?
Oh, they're still bonking him! Don't just sit there and take it, Blackstar, bonk him back!
You are just like your namesake, the Camellia Blossom.
That's embarrassing. It never occurred to me that a ninja could drown somebody in the water that they're currently standing on. I don't think it occurred to the entire cast of Naruto either. I can't believe there aren't more drownings happening in that show. Or, maybe there are. Maybe the Hokage is just keeping that shit under wraps. You know, like maybe he gets a stack of papers thrown on his desk every morning and it's like, more drownings? Yes, sir, there were 15 new ones this week. Oh my god. We gotta cover this shit up, man. We gotta sweep this shit so far under the rug, it's beneath the house, man. Sir, are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure, Gary. Nobody's gonna send their kid to ninja school if they find out walking on water wasn't as easy as Jesus made it out to be.
I may die today, but I will stop you.
Don't look at me.
Hey, you know, it's a really bad way to get someone not to look at you. Stabbing them. Don't look at me is such a tall request considering the shit you just put her through. You stab somebody, I guarantee the first thing they're gonna want to do is look at you. It's pretty unfair of you to fuck her up this bad and then to be like, Tsubaki, don't look at me.
Get out! Get out! Get out! You get out! Get out!
Hey, Blackstar, maybe get out, right? Like maybe don't be there anymore. I think that probably at least fixed the raging headache you've got right now. And I know he's staying there for Tsubaki, but like pick her up. Does she have to be sitting there? Like just pick her up and get out of there. Don't just sit there like the world's most durable piñata.
As her brother makes his move to possess her soul, Tsubaki is countering by trying to absorb his. The struggle will continue until one soul defeats the other and wins.
Yeah, they're trying to kill each other, I get it. I don't know if I needed this whole vacuum diagram. I understood what was going on here from the moment her brother started waterboarding her.
You have so many other options. You could use your smoke bomb or shuriken moves. But you stick with your plain old Kusarigama.
Dude, the Kusarigama is the best weapon. The Kusarigama is an S-tier weapon. It's a chain, it's a scythe, it's a meteor hammer. Meanwhile, this guy's like, why don't you throw tiny knives at me, Tsubaki? Why are you holding back?
Pity? Do you pity me?
Yeah, guys, I get it. I don't need to see Tsubaki's brother sucking her into submission.
I was babied for so long. I got whatever I asked for, but I never realized it was because I was inferior.
You know, just because you're saying all of this in a gruff voice doesn't make you sound any less like a bitch. I was treated more delicately than the other boys growing up. I got everything I ever wanted. Kissies on my boo-boos, cookies from Gwam Gwam, snuggle wuggles from Mommy. I never knew it was all because I was inferior. Oh shit, they got 4 guys on them now. This town's bludgeon budget just went through the roof. The fact that this town has now upgraded from 2 to 4 bonkers leads me to believe that they're at least tackling this situation with a little bit of strategy. You think they're working in shifts? You think they got somebody blowing the work whistle and guys coming in like, phew, oh man, what a day. All right, go get him, Bill, I'm on lunch.
It looks like this world might not be ready for me yet.
I love the "Hi, my name is Weapon" name tag Tsubaki's got on.
Now it's my turn to see you all the way through.
Who's this woman? She's been sitting there for a long time.
Oh fuck, they noticed her! It only took them half an hour of bonking to notice a second human there. It's like a disease. Like Tsubaki caught Blackstar's case of the bonks. Anybody else secretly hoping this dude wins the soul-sucking competition? Like, he's just so cool. The imagery that he brings to this show is some that I never want to lose. Fuck me, I didn't think he'd actually do it! Hey, Soul Eater. Sometimes I just want to be an asshole. Don't fucking listen to me! Well, now I really do feel like an asshole. I liked Tsubaki. Fuck, I think I just learned a lesson.
Tsubaki wouldn't be able to fight if he wasn't there with her, would she?
Right. What's important now is what's in here.
Okay, but what is in there, though? Like, do you have organs? Anatomically, what are you?
Did you really want to play ball, Tsubaki?
Yes. But I didn't.
God, what a complex character.
I wonder how long we could have played together if I'd been able to tell him that. I am Tsubaki, a flower without fragrance.
Well, that's better than being Tsubaki, a flower that reeks. Oh, Tsubaki's coming out of the vacuum! She's coming out of that vacuum and she's doing just fine!
You don't stand a chance. No matter how brave you pretend to be, you're still just a pathetic flower with no voice or fragrance.
Why is everyone using her lack of smell as an insult against her? I'd love to smell like nothing. You know how much money I would save on deodorant? On soap? Yeah, I'd probably get leprosy by age 30, but it'd be one hell of a 3 decades.
She's going inside the enchanted sword?
I didn't know she could do that. Wait, so now she's in the sword? I thought she was always in the sword. So does she win? She totally beat that guy.
Encore! Tsubaki encore! Give us an encore!
Oh, never mind. She totally didn't beat that guy.
I thought the camellia blossom was a boring flower, one without any fragrance. But I was wrong, wasn't I?
I can't tell who's winning right now. On one hand, Tsubaki's up to her tits in sword, but on the other hand, her brother's just up to his tits. Oh, Tsubaki wins! She sucked her brother before he could suck her!
All right then, come here. Come over here, Blackstar's giving you a big hug.
All jokes aside, this was such a necessary episode for Blackstar's character development. Or at least a very necessary episode if this show wanted me to like Blackstar. I loved him just sitting there taking the villagers' beating. That was like Zenitsu letting Inosuke beat on him to protect Tanjiro's box. Like, what an effective way to make me instantly like a character I previously hated.
Even if he wasn't a member of the Star Clan, I still wouldn't like that guy.
I like how this guy's like, you know, at the end of the day, that kid just sucks.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks, what did we miss?
Like nothing. Nobody ever does anything around here. You ever notice there's never like 2 missions going on simultaneously? It's always just one person out on a mission while everybody else stands in the death room and watches.
Enchanted sword mode, let's go!
go!
That's so sick. I love that Blackstar got an upgrade. It's definitely lamer than the Kasurigama, but you know, variety's never bad. You can never have too many options to choose from. For example, there is a ton of content here on my YouTube page, but there's other content on my Patreon. Blue Lock reactions, Food Wars reactions, access to my exclusive Discord server, access to all the live streams I've recorded in the past and will record in the future, all of that on my Patreon page. If my YouTube channel is my Kasurigama, my Patreon is my Forbidden Blade of Doodles or whatever. Not a great comparison considering I just called the blade lamer than the Kasurigama. But in my case, it's not. The Patreon content, if I do say so myself, goes quite hard. I love Blue Lock, and you guys would love my reactions to it. We're also approaching the 2nd year anniversary of my Patreon, which means I'll be moving on to a new show very soon. Whether that's Dr. Stone, Made in Abyss, something else, is still yet to be determined, but you can go vote on it if you join my Discord server in my Patreon. All of that will be in the link in the description below if you want to help support me and my channels. And now, on to the next one.
As Grand Witch, I now declare this witch's mass open. Let us begin.
Oh nice, it's the first weekly meeting of the Spooky Girls Club.
Oh, what's happening? She won't let us go. I don't think I know how to deal with this situation.
You can deal with it by shutting up and giving me all your money.
What do you need money for? Are you just bullying them for the sake of bullying them? Like, it's not that you need money, it's that you don't want them to have any.
Good evening, Erica Frog. Did you need something?
Ribbit. I think you know I'm stopping you.
Medusa, I know you are not about to let this polka dot wearing bitch give you the business. You are not about to stand there and get sassed by a girl who just said ribbit.
First, what were you doing stealing something from the Grand Witch's room? And second, you snuck yourself onto the staff.
That was literally a Fire Force character. That was literally a Neopet wearing a Fire Force uniform, was it not?
And then there's him. Why would you try to create a Kishin that could potentially be an enemy to our kind? You've taken it too far.
Oh, never mind. I guess they're just wearing a giant popcorn bag. I guess they've just got their best badminton shuttlecock cosplay on.
It's time for you to stop.
You meddlesome little frog and mouse.
Hey, bite her. Right? Like, bite her whole ass hand off. Nobody's putting the entirety of their hand in my mouth and walking away with all of their fingers. Like, what?
There's a record player, and it's always skipping like the record's scratched or something.
I love that Soul dreams of himself wearing a pinstripe suit and listening to smooth jazz. Like, this has really given me insight into just how cool Soul thinks he is. I just have normal cool guy dreams. Sitting in my chair, drinking my whiskey, listening to my jazz. Just regular cool guy things.
After I've been sitting there for a bit, this guy always appears from the other side of the room. He's a little demon wearing a fancy suit and dancing this weird dance out of time with the music.
And then a normal little dancing goblin shows up and tries to touch me, and I go, I don't want to be touched right now, goblin. And then the goblin goes, just listen to Uncle Jack. We're just playing a game, that's all. Just a silly, fun little game. You know, normal cool guy stuff. Is that too dark? Is that way too dark? The Soul Eater crowd seems like they'd vibe with that joke. You know, like, that's not the kind of joke I put in my Yuri on Ice reactions. Alright, I'm really counting on you guys to be cool with this joke here.
Dude, this is jazz. It isn't swing music.
But jazz is so much more appropriate for nighttime.
Far as I know, music's not picky about when it gets played.
Is he, like, also kinda dressed like Maka's dad? Because that's also concerning. All I'm saying is that this is really reading like a repressed trauma dream.
And I move toward it. But when I go through, I'm coming out of Maka's stomach.
Oh, this is absolutely a trauma dream.
It's called soul sapping water because it sucks out your soul wavelength. Compared to that, the jar's very ordinary indeed.
Super unordinary jar. Definitely in the top 10 creepiest jars I've ever seen.
Go on, try sticking your hand in the water.
Alright, but I'm still a little iffy about this jar.
This jar looks like it was made out of tortured Pillsbury Doughboys. Why couldn't you put this water in a normal vase?
What's with you?
It isn't fair. How can you get stronger just by playing with a jar filled with water?
Because he's a big man, Maka. fucking think for once!
By talking constantly about what a star he is and how big he is, Blackstar is actually driving himself without even meaning to.
Don't fucking encourage him. This kid sucks. This kid just got bludgeoned by a whole village working on rotation specifically because he sucked.
Something does seem to be bothering her. Is it the scar?
I just want to attach a tire to this girl's braid and let kids swing from it. Like, every time I see her dumb hairstyle, I just want to yank it as hard as I can and see what happens. Oh my god, I sound like a 12-year-old who needs therapy.
Yoo-hoo! Is everyone having a good time? Which one of you little boys wants to come and take a bath with me? The water's nice and warm.
Why isn't Blair dead yet? Or at least arrested? Are there police in this world?
May I offer you a little piece of advice? That outfit is a liability too. It simply screams witch.
Fucking finally somebody called this frumpy bitch out. Witch? It screams circus freak, lady. You look like a sewer clown.
We know we couldn't beat you in a fight under ordinary circumstances. But here in Death City, you need to maintain your cover as a school nurse.
Death City, USA. Located directly in Nevada. Somebody please show me a fucking map already.
If you don't fight back, we'll defeat you easily. And if you do release your Soul Protect to attack us, we'll transform and make a clean escape.
Hey, clown. Shut up. Just attack her. Why are you giving away your whole ass strategy right now? Who told this girl she was in an anime? Like, you don't need to explain your plans this thoroughly.
Say goodbye now.
Why does the moon have posters of itself hung around the city? What, does it have a new stand-up special coming up? If the moon does stand-up comedy, I will forgive this show for all of its transgressions. What's the deal with the sun? It's like, hello, bright enough? You suck, the moon!
Why isn't she releasing her Soul Protect? Wait a second. Where are the tattoos that were on your shoulder?
I don't know, but quit panning up. I'm trying to enjoy the view here.
Mizune, what's wrong? The snakes! You put them inside of Mizune's body!
Okay, horrifying sentence. I thought they were just in her clothes. Is Mizune not just a girl under that? Are the snakes in her body right now?
Those are only a few of them.
Wow, okay, that's my question answered.
But how could you? The snakes are magic too, aren't they? And you haven't released your Soul Protect. So how are you?
Just run! Shut up and get out of here. Why are you yapping so much? Get off Yap Chat. Quit speaking Japanese. Just go.
Mizune isn't the only one my darlings have slithered inside.
Ribbit!
There are snakes inside of your goddamn body right now, and the best you have to say is ribbit.
One thing we do know is that this witch has an interest in weapons and meisters. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was in the area observing the students here.
Like, does he know? He must know. Don't perfectly describe Medusa and then be like, well, the witch will pop up at some point.
You have to tell me what's going on.
Is it just me, or does Soul look like an actual toddler in his street clothes? He looks like he's wearing a 6-year-old's pajamas right now.
Ah, yes. That feels nice and cool on my foot. I could get used to this.
That's her, isn't it?
I hate this. I hate all of this, every second of this.
I don't understand. How did you know where he was?
The snakes inside you told me.
Please stop squishing her. I know somebody's getting off on this, and I don't like that.
You don't mean the man with the magic eye. But he's the one who took the Grand Witch's left eye. If I free him, I'll be banished from the witch world forever.
Okay, but let's think about the logistics of having 1/2 written on your bangs like that. This person's hair must look so confusing styled in any other way. Like, this gimmick only works if they keep their hair exactly like that.
There's a little experiment I'm going to do using the man with the magic eye. Some questions I have concerning Soul Eater.
Come on, Moon, give us some observational humor. I've heard of having a frog in your throat, but not a frog on your foot. I fucking hate you, the Moon!
That's getting so annoying.
+2 + 1. What is the answer? How many times did I multiply?
Multiply? Bitch, you're adding.
How many times did I multiply?
You're just in there adding 1s and 2s. You haven't multiplied anything yet.
This guard knows what's up. I like him.
I can't see anything.
It's been ages since I've seen a good comedy.
Oh my god, you don't say. The Moon's got a show coming up, buddy. You should definitely check it out. Wow. That worked out so well for me. What a perfect end to this video. And that is episodes 11 and 12, I believe, and fucking hope of Soul Eater. I hope, because I'm not gonna check. This is gonna be pretty embarrassing if I'm wrong. Good stuff. Medusa's pretty cool. I like that she has snake powers, but it's not her hair. You know, that's good. The episode before this one, though, bangs. Really good. Anything with Tsubaki is so cool. Anything with Blackstar is sick, albeit annoying. That one was awesome. I, really hope Blackstar and Tsubaki just, take over the show and become the protagonist at some point, because I love it. I'm so glad that Tsubaki gained the shadow powers, I think. Or at least became the sword. I hope that comes with more than just being a sword. But anyway, as always, let me know in the comments what your favorite jokes from this video were. It helps me make TikToks, Instagram videos, blah, blah, blah. And I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby.